Hey, PLN, January 19, 2026. Good morning to you. Happy Monday. And here we are, back to Monday, the work week. What a weekend it was. It was fantastic. My buds and I, we went out to the mountains on the weekend, took our snowshoes with us as well as our micro spikes. Ended up using our micro spikes because the weather was so mild and the trail was so packed down. But we had a great walk in the woods, went up to a little peak called Ottermite in the Coquihalla Summit recreation area which is about 2 hours, not even an hour and a half from our place, and we got to play in the snow. Took our crazy carpets with us, and as we were coming back down the trail, we crazy carpeted down the trail. All right, this morning as I'm stepping out into my work week, I listened to the Empowered Educator podcast with Gretchen Bridger, and she brings us episode 361, strategies for student engagement, making strategies for having students want to lean in. Something like that, very much like that. But the whole point of this episode that Gretchen brings us is about student engagement and an introduction to the theory behind student engagement, what it is not, how it is not just compliance and seemingly looking like kids are busy, but what is it exactly? How do we know when students are engaged? She talks about constructivist behavior, talks about other ways of looking at classroom management strategies. How can we build students learning from one thing to another with scaffolding, etc., to get them to a place where they are in a flow state and growing in their learning? There's a lot in here. It's really funny. About a number of years ago, I was invited to go and do a professional development session with a school out in Ottawa about student engagement. I had no idea. I thought it was about busy work and things like that, and I shared with the teachers there, and I think we might have made some progress, but it's so much more than just stations and fun activities and technology and those kinds of things. How do we know when our students are engaged? How do we know when they're there? I think I've achieved that with a few students over my time, because I have a few students that like to hang out with me and be involved in activities that are volunteer at my school. And if they didn't have an engaging experience, I don't think they would carry on. So I think I'm an engaging educator. Can I do that all the time intentionally? I can. I need to keep on learning. Take a listen for yourself so you can build your understanding of student engagement and make a difference in your classroom. Thanks. Bye.